forward Friday. We're seizing the day. Digital finance, underneath a love. Serving food to what goes to. Rising as a beat and it's Eastern on P2G TV. Breakfast with the Thomases, come eat with me.
Wow.
Ta-da!
There you are, Mr. Thomas.
Yes. Look.
I love it.
It's
Grand
like they
Rising,
say.
everybody, and welcome to Breakfast with the Thomases. You are on with Ruby T, also known as Miss Ruby, and
I'm here. I'm Alvin Thomas, the Gold Banker, coming to you live one gram at a time. And I will got to say, teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work.
yes, it does. What we learn together, we can then build. You guys know we are all about the acquire, build, protect, which we will break down today. Exactly what that means and where that takes you. So we love it. We thank you for coming in this grand rising because there's nothing to mourn. Absolutely. Wonderful weekend. We hope that you all
great
had a
weekend.
wonderful weekend. We celebrated, a lot of you celebrated Mother's Day and other gatherings. For us, it was a kind of a twofer. You all know our baby turned 29 this beautiful weekend on Friday, and then we went into Mother's Day, Thursday, and it's just been crazy and wonderful. Even had a funeral to go to. I should say no. It is a celebration of life. No way was it quiet. To share with you. And gaming. And we did it, y'all. We did the gaming event, and I'm so looking forward to sharing some of that footage with you all. So I'll be prepping. Don't worry about it. I got this. I'm gonna be prepping so I can pull it over. So y'all can get to see some of my stuff. I gotta pull up my Facebook. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Go pull it up. Next day.
Y'all get to see what we really did. All right, what was good this weekend. So get ready because we've got a message, a program, and lots and lots of love for you today. Let's go.
All right. You got the video today, but today I want you guys really to open your eyes, and we are here to share with you that you have the time to make this happen. You have the time to make it happen. This is not to scare you. This is just to tell you, look, time to start. Just get started and keep moving. Get started and keep moving.
Success comes in movement. Let's get going. All right.
The World Gold Council just reported a record $193 billion of global gold demand in the first quarter. That's 244 tons of gold by central banks in the first 3 months of this year alone. And China has continued to buy gold for the last 18 months straight. And yet, your financial advisor has not said a word of any of this to you. Not a call, not an email, not a mention. Why is that? Last week, I had a client reach out and ask me, is it too late to buy gold? They were upset, fearful that they had missed some big run up in gold, asking, will it ever reach a new all-time high again? And it got me thinking, if they were asking that question, some of you watching this video might be asking the same thing. So let's answer it today, because the question itself is a price question. And I get why people are asking it, especially when just earlier this year, gold was at over $5,400 an ounce. It's obviously pulled back since then, and it's human nature to see something reach an all-time high, pull back, and wonder how long until we get back up there. Has the train left the station? Did I miss my moment? But that is a short-term trade mentality, because I'll tell you what, the central banks, the sovereign wealth funds, the ones who are in charge of currency, of reserve management, they're not asking those questions. They're not wondering, looking at a price chart, how long until it gets back up there. They are buying in record quantities. Why? Because instead of wondering if it's too late and looking at a price chart, they are looking at the monetary system itself and positioning for a new system where the global reserve currency is reset, where the dollar is reset, and anyone or any institution who holds the majority of their wealth in dollar or fiat currency denominated assets is going to lose, while those who are positioned with physical gold are going to come out the other side in a position of power and opportunity. But let's break it down. China has been consistently buying since November 2024 that we know of. Likely, they have been buying longer and in far higher quantities than what's officially reported. I think we all can agree on that. But if we take the official numbers, 18 months of consecutive buying when gold was at an all-time high, breaking new all-time highs, and when gold suffered its largest dip since 2008, they continued to buy. Think about what that tells you. They're not buying gold as a trade. They're not buying gold to sell gold the next day. They're not buying gold because of where it's going to go tomorrow or where it was yesterday. They are buying gold because they understand that the future system is gold. China right now is building infrastructure, payment rails, the ability to settle in physical gold, cross-border settlement in physical gold. That is the future, because simultaneously, as they are purchasing gold, what else are they doing? They are ditching the US dollar. Think about this. At its peak in 2016, China held roughly 60% of its reserves in dollar-denominated assets. Today, that number is 25%. For anyone out there who is still claiming that de-dollarization or the move away from the dollar as the global superpower is not happening, it doesn't make any sense. The facts are there. The proof is there. This is not some conspiracy. In fact, 95% of central banks have said very explicitly that they expect their gold reserves to grow in the next 12 months, compared to the majority of central banks who expect their dollar holdings to decline over the next 12 months. This is not a trend. This is not a new movement. This has been going on for years. In fact, if you look at the dollar as a percentage share of total foreign exchange reserves, you can see that it has been suffering a decline for the last 25 years. And while, yes, some other currencies, such as the yuan, have grown in popularity, it's not enough to offset that decline in the dollar. Instead, it's being offset by nations moving into gold, because gold doesn't have any counterparty risk. In a world that is built on debt, and debt has to be a promise, and there has to be someone on the other end who's going to repay it, you cannot trust fiat currencies. These nations, these central banks, they don't want a new fiat currency as king. King dollar is on its way out, and it's king gold that is going to replace it, the same way that's happened throughout history, time and time again, as currencies fail. Think about what gave the dollar its strength in the first place. If we go back to Bretton Woods, why did the world suddenly agree to have the United States have the dollar be the global reserve currency? What was it that the US had? They had the gold. They had the gold, and the dollar was originally backed by a promise of gold. Today, when you see China and other countries stockpiling gold, they understand that this wasn't a fluke. This is how it's always been. Those that have the gold are going to be the ones, like I said, who are in a position of opportunity and power. And it's not just central banks. This applies to individuals too. The same way that nations don't want to hold US treasuries because confidence in the dollar is declining is the same way that I personally, when I look at cash or savings or retirement or anything that's dollar denominated, understand that it is going to continue to be inflated away, that my purchasing power is going to continue to erode. I don't feel safe keeping the majority of my wealth in dollar or dollar denominated assets. I need to make sure I'm protected outside of that system. That's why I don't view this as a trade, right? This is my insurance policy against what is coming next. And again, as we've established, de-dollarization is very real. The dollar is in decline, and other nations' central banks are positioning for the new system where the dollar is not at the center. I'm not saying that it's like a flip of a switch where tomorrow the dollar is going to be worth nothing. Now, that can happen during an official reset, right? That's where we're heading. But as of right now, we are still in that decline phase, which is why when people ask me, right, we're in inflation, we haven't hit hyperinflation yet. But when people ask me, is it too late to buy gold? No, not yet. And it's not even that it will ever be too late, but your opportunity and the ability to convert your fiat currency into gold is going to get progressively harder as we move through these stages, as we do move into hyperinflation, which I wish I had a crystal ball and I could tell you exactly when that's going to happen. I don't. No one can. Anyone who tells you that they know, right? Don't trust them because they don't know. But there are signs, there are triggers, and they're happening right now. So to go back to the client's question who called in, which again, I believe a lot of people are asking, how long until gold goes back up, till it reaches 5,400, till it breaks new record highs? I can't tell you a specific date. But what I can tell you is that the debt crisis in the United States is not getting better anytime soon, if ever, right? I don't believe it's going to get any better because what I always ask everyone is a simple question. Are they going to stop printing? The answer is no. Central banks, think about this. Central banks, those in charge of printing the fiat currencies, they are moving away from fiat currencies into gold. That to me tells me all I need to know about where we're going next. So the question that I posed to this client that I'm going to pose to you too isn't how long until gold goes back or is it too late to buy gold? It's how exposed are you right now without gold? How exposed are you in the system to the dollar? When you think about your retirement, are you in stocks, bonds, cash savings, right? Money mutual funds, annuities, whatever it might be. How exposed are you right now? And are you protected outside of that system? Because throughout history, the ones who navigate situations like what we're in right now, a monetary reset or any kind of financial situation, they're not the ones who timed it perfectly. That's how the movies always go and the stories always seem to make it. They timed it perfectly. But it's actually those who saw what was coming ahead of time and acted early. They understood where we were going next. They positioned for that, not out of fear, not because they were scared, but out of knowledge and a certainty of what was coming next. So if you understand what's coming next, stop trying to time everything. That would be my advice. Obviously, do whatever you want. I'm not a financial advisor, which I'm proud of. But my advice to everyone out there is stop thinking of gold as a trade or trying to time the market and make sure you are positioned for what's coming next. Now, if you have unique questions to your situation, because everyone's financial situation is different, you can always call us. Call us at the number below. That's what we're here for. We've been helping people just like you for the last 30 years here at ITM Trading. We are a full service physical gold and silver dealer, but we are so much more than that. Education is at the key of everything we do. We are here to help you truly. That is our mission. That is our passion. So call us at the number below, or if you want to set up a time in the future, you can click the link down below. There's a Calendly link. Pick a time that works best for you. And in the meantime,
Okay, we coming back. You're muted there. All right, here we go.
Oh, that's better. Ooh.
That's that. I know, right? It's a lot better. Okay.
In the meantime.
I'm gonna be honest. Thank you so much for this information. ITM Trading is an amazing resource. If you have a retirement account that you've been building for the last 20 years, I want you to take the time to really give it a conversation about these things. Now, we have a learning and education system as well, P2G, but we are one step of the way. There are several people that we know in the community, and I at this point, I'm gonna put it out there. If they don't reach out to us, they'll just keep getting people bouncing through their program, because P2G is a foundational learning platform for digital financial literacy.
Absolutely.
Everything that to make good on all of these programs, you have to come through a foundational learning program. These programs, unfortunately, will have you learning how to trade, but they don't teach you how to move, how to go step by step. They don't have the time or the patience, and then they'll leave you with books and guides that are digital. P2G is built on actual practical learning. We work the process together. That's what we built classes full of labs, so that you get, in the end, we make sure you know how to move.
You know how to get what you got.
When you want to take your aggressive moves, you know how to make it make sense. You know how to do the technical movements, and you know how to even troubleshoot the issues along the way. And you have support in that space with the platform. We are a network of networks. We are not here alone. What we're trying to do is share the real of what's going on. The news you don't listen. The news you need to, you need to be listening to. But unfortunately, we got a lot of things going on in our lives. So
Absolutely.
one of the things I did say is that we have we have our own motto. It's acquire, build, protect. The acquire, build, protect motto that we follow is a practical process. A lot of people don't know what P2G stands for. It stands for pennies to gold, because we build from small. We have been doing this for some time, and we don't, it's so funny because I've been doing it so long. It took a class member, one of our students, to make me realize. She's like, "Oh my God, Miss Ruby, you really do? You showed us how to go from pennies to physical gold." I said, "Yeah, that's kind of why it's called pennies to gold."
Mm-hmm.
We teach
When
you
you
how to build. Go ahead, Mr. Thomas.
no, I'm sitting here and I'm of two minds right now. I am very excited about what's happening and what's going on, and I'm at a pause because I want people to really get what was said today.
Right.
And you hit on it when you said all those people who have retirement funds that have been building for years.
Yes.
Have you actually talked to the person who is managing your funds?
Yes.
That's what hit me right away. Have you talked to the person who's managing your funds?
Right out the gate? If all of this is going on financially and your financial advisor has not had this discussion with you should be thinking about that.
Maybe he's not the financial advisor for you.
Right. You should be taking this conversation to them.
Absolutely.
Whoever you have entrusted with your future finances should know about the shift in the financial terrain when it comes to the dollars, because they've got you involved in dollar denominated investments and future planning.
Mm-hmm.
They've got your finances locked in. Your future that you're depending on being able to live on is locked into this current economy, which is locked into the dollar economy.
For those of you who work in, excuse me one second. For those of you who work in government service, most of your financial instruments are handled by a third party. So you have to get on, and all the third party stuff is quote unquote automated. So if you really want to get in there and talk to somebody, you're going to have to go through the automation and be patient. I'm telling you now, I'm talking from experience. You got to talk, wait. And when you do get somebody, don't let them go until they answer your question. Don't let them tell you they'll come back to you. Sit with them, have them get a manager to come sit with you and explain what you really have available to you, because they have all the stuff on their screen. They just don't want you to hear it all from one person, because you don't have an individual financial planner. You have a financial planning organization that manages funds, and because you're an employee, your funds are just a funnel through from your paycheck to the fund. So you don't really know unless you say something.
All right, and so
that's my caveat.
Well, that's because that's your area of expertise, and I appreciate that. And that's another thing. That's what we get by being a community, and not just this 1-2 couple. You're not just with Mr. Thomas and Miss Thomas. You're with a lot of other people who have joined our community who bring value. You're a lot of people who got different ideals. They got different backgrounds. They have different expertise. Some have different professional backgrounds where they can be in medical, legal, financial, and we talk to everybody. We actually incorporate the learning from everyone. That is what makes and builds this platform so strong. And I'm really excited about where we're going. The goal is to bring us all into one location, so we're not scrapping for where we meet. Right now, if you would like to become a part of our platform, we have a WhatsApp. You're welcome to join that WhatsApp group. Mm-hmm. It's, by the way, getting migrated to the P2G's new website.
Shout out to the website.
Yeah, I can't give you the new website address, the web address, which is pretty much the same. But I'm excited about being able to have all of our family under one roof and all of our resources in one place. How many of y'all have gone to YouTube, Instagram, Discord? You've been brought to a Discord. You got a Telegram. People meeting all over the place. They got WhatsApp. and everything. So we bring you to WhatsApp so that we can then bring everybody over. If you're on our Facebook, we have a Facebook group. So if you're already on something that we have, you'll be sent within this next month, you will be sent an invitation to join
Come through.
the free membership for the P2G's website. Everyone gets a room in that space. It is its own, it is its own network, social network. But the beautiful part is you will be able to find everything you need, no longer going all over the place. Pop it up. You'll have you'll have your calendars.
Yep.
You'll have the classes that you chose.
Calendar, social media.
Yes. And you know what's amazing? You get to design your space and interact with whomever you want. But even more so, you will have access to international resources, people from other places on the planet who are part of P2G, because we are not just P2G. We're not just here. We're not just in Harlem. I tell you, I'm always repping Harlem, but baby, Harlem is a beginning of the world. It always was. And
Harlem is a melting pot of so many different communities. It's amazing.
Now, we would never bring you to information we didn't give you access to. One of the processes for those who are like, look, I don't have big money like that, but I need to get started somewhere. And Chris, I see you, Grand Rising brother, I see you up there. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, I am not chasing customers. I'm letting y'all know. I need to say this out loud. I'm not chasing customers. If I give you full access to my accounts that I get my discounts and I get my, I get the rock bottom group buying program, you do not have to be an affiliate. I'm telling you, you ain't got to sell nothing. That's a choice. I will let you know if you want to, you want to earn some crypto, some gold or what have you, and I'm a part of something that does that, know that it's one, legit. Two, it's going to be something that will benefit you. But I'm not building that. I'm making resources available. I get into these things when they got something for me. I'm a businesswoman. I'm not somebody who goes, I'm not out here building in levels and stuff. That's great. That's wonderful. If it works for you, that's great. But you got to get the finances handled now. What she was saying is that the door is closing. It's not closed yet. And it's becoming harder to get to because they're closing avenues for you to use what we teach you. We teach you to build from pennies to crypto. Use crypto, which is an asset, to build product, to build up your asset.
Take your time.
Listen. You go from pennies into crypto building on the time you have. And then that from there, you'll have interest built enough to get into the next asset to asset. You can do gold, you can do digital land, you can do physical land. But there are processes if you're willing to learn how to move in a way that's safe and secure for you. But see, you got to be willing to invest in yourself. Too many people want to come into some free something and get the world of it and be like, oh, I could do that. And then I hear calls like, Miss Ruby, I got taken for this much money. Somebody stole $30,000 out of my account. That's because you thought the free was the actual program. You thought that sitting in someone's classroom for 5 minutes and, scribbling down something, one process. I teach a 12-week progressive program. Why do I teach 12 weeks? Because it takes time for your brain and your butt to work together.
That is such a true statement.
Time for you to actually learn something and actually practice it. So you now get time to practice money growth, shifting finances from one section to the other, digital training. You're going to get exposure with experience. And I love paying for making money because I spent all that money in college and I didn't make nada. I can only say two classes. I'm going to say the third because the third one saved my life. I could say that. First class, my business class. Shout out to Professor Jackson, VMCC. Second class, I forgot how to pronounce my teacher's name, my math class. The teacher I told I didn't like math and I was never doing it again after I didn't.
Really, huh?
Yep. BMCC. Fourth class, another name. Look, I got a lot of foreign names. I had a hard time remembering. My science teacher, my biochem teacher, because he saved my ass from taking a shot I didn't need to take. Because I understood what the MNRA was when it got here. That's the only thing I can thank college for, but to make a dollar bill, make 15 cents, a dollar out of 15 cents, that's not where I learned that. I learned that sitting in classes. I learned that from putting funding, from working on a budget that had almost nothing in it and had to come to a couple of things. Robert Kiyosaki, George S. Clayson, let's see, Tony Robbins, Les Brown. All of these people had to teach me to have the kind of fortitude in to be able to learn something outside of my normal surroundings and to teach more. They had to teach me how to, that my start was the beginning of something, not the lack of anything. See, so it might sound like I'm preaching. I'm trying to tell you that because I was reading, I was listening, and it actually led me to something, which, by the way, you're in the process of right now. If you're right here, right now, you're in that process right now. You're reading and you're listening and you were seeking and you found something. My question is what will you do with it? Because we give you access, but we can't run this for you. We can't run the plays for you. I told all my students, don't watch me make money by myself because I'm sitting in class with you. These are steps you can take. You don't got to take my losses because the process of learning, you might get a little, there's times when I've gone against my coaches and I won and they lost because I got a different perspective. We all working on the same information from a different perspective, getting to something else. But you don't have the foundation. See, we all started with the same foundation. Me and my coaches made sure I had the foundation. And once I got the foundation, what I brought to the game, whole nother level. And they was like, yo, let everybody know what you did. Why did you do what you did? And I just shared it with the group. Because when sometimes I see the group going left, but I see the move coming right. That's me. That's what I give to the group. What do you bring to the group? What can the group bring to you?
See, one of the best things about group, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
In perspective, I really got to say that because no one person has the same answer. And they can look at the same problem and see two different versions, and both situations are completely correct.
Right.
They just showed up a different way for people.
Now, I want to make sure everybody understands something. If you're not practicing, if I don't practice what I preach, I can't even y'all know these shows and all this technology costs money, right? All right. I can't keep this going. This process, one of my bills alone is almost $100 just for the tech, and I pay for that. I pay for that, right? This company pays for that. So I put my money where my mouth is. I don't sit there and yap, and not be willing to do what it takes to build the company. I hope y'all get that. Because we got a lot of folks out there that's putting on a lot of airs and and we want to help people. I'm not trying to help you. You got to help yourself. We're making available that opportunity to help yourself. I'm not out here trying to sell you something because I let you know you could come hang out with me at Cost Metals and get your discount too. You gonna have to get your membership, like I got my membership. It's like telling somebody about anybody like Costco's hot dogs. Some people y'all really into them. When my friends talk, it's so funny because my neighbor, she loves going to Costco's, but she don't love paying the membership. So I let her know when you get your membership, we'll go ride up there and go there because you can't ride on my membership. My membership is for my family. Your membership is for y'all. I've made my membership available to my extended family, which is in our membership for our P2G. You know why? Because I would rather us all be winning, but we got to all be working.
We all got to play the game.
The problem. You got too many people want to eat but don't want to work. You don't even want to set the table. It's time. if you can't contribute to that which grows you, you're going to eat yourself alive.
Or be eaten, one of the two.
Or get eaten. And that's what's happening. So we watched this video and I realized that there's a lot of great points that she made in here. Because the first thing is, I don't want to scare you. You're not here to be scared to death into doing something. You have to learn before you buy anything. You have to actually understand the process. We've been giving the conversation away on Wednesdays. Y'all are still invited to Wednesdays. Wednesdays still go on. But class starts on Thursday.
Yep.
Class starts on Thursday. Did you register? Have you been to the site, to P2G Networks, and to say, hey, oh, Miss Ruby, I'm going to start on the Sunday site. I'm going to start in the Sunday class. Let's start once a week. Instead of me going 3 times a week for 12 weeks, I'll just do the once a month. I mean, 4 times a month. We'll do once a week. We'll come on the weekends, on the Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. We got to remove her and bring this in. You got to come to Sunday. Now, Sunday may not be your schedule, but my question is your financial wellness on your schedule? Who knows what dollar cost averaging is? Staking. You heard about it, but have you ever done it? Do you know that some of y'all are already using it? Yeah, y'all in and out of Bitcoin, in and out of Bitcoin, in and out of XRP, in and out of this. But you don't know how you don't know how to build it. You don't know how to make you money, or I should say assets, because it's not money. Crypto is not money. It's an asset, a digital asset that has a worth. Just like your Windows program, just like your Office program from Microsoft, that is an asset belonging to the Microsoft Corporation.
And you're using it, and they're glad to have you use it.
Yes. So let's make this make sense. Anybody heard of a liquidity pool? Liquidity pools ain't nothing but you are now funding the trading platforms. How many freaking trading platforms are there? Hell yeah! Just like I'm the bank for the actual trading platform. Yeah, yep. I'm making money with the bank. Now my money really makes money because I made it the asset that covers traders, and every time they trade, they pay something called a fee.
And traders do trade regularly.
Take that to the next week. We start taking that to the next level. LP farming, liquidity pool farming. Finding places to take our already making money right over to another portion of interest built on it. That's 2 levels. Your finances are now growing in 2 levels. You've just turned your few pennies that you saved into assets that now multiply themselves. How many of y'all doing that with dollars?
What do you guys?
I don't know how to do that. I'm technologically inept. Well, that's why 7 weeks exists, because we catch your tech up. We don't sit here and tell you how to do this, how to do that. We go move this, change this, install this, put this here. Okay, your account is set up properly. Now I want you to move such and such to such and such. And your classmates help you. And we work together. Y'all don't even begin to know what DeFi banking looks like, because that's sick. Borrowing and lending your own money and still paying your bills. What's up with that? Shout out Walt Knows Money. Y'all get where I'm coming from? I have no problem giving kudos to those who are supportive of this platform, of the platforms out here. Because, this didn't just come off the top of my dome. I had to learn it from people who were moving things to make this make sense. You know what we noticed? We would send you to them and y'all would bounce right off. Why? Because y'all never came to us to learn the basics on how to get to what they were showing you actively works.
You didn't understand the foundation.
We created the platform for you to be able to move properly, to know what to do, to have the fortitude and the mental your mental processes working together and create the muscle memory in your finances. Now, I don't know how many of my students are still doing it. That's not something I can guarantee. I can't guarantee that you'll make yourself make sense, make this make sense. But what I can guarantee is for 12 weeks, you have a commitment to paying yourself first, putting funds into an asset. Y'all have a commitment. I don't care how much it is. It doesn't cost that much. We start with a penny. Y'all see how we have to take your brain and start working with the fact that y'all still thinking too big. Y'all still thinking lack. How many of y'all can find a penny? Hell, I walk past a couple pennies on the street. Nope. I've had to walk past a few pennies on the street, and I don't usually pass up pennies, but when it's on the street, literally in the middle of the street where the cars are going, I
know we'll pass on that.
I gotta walk by. But when I see a penny on the street, that's like picking up a gold coin. When you're out there about to buy you this thing that you want, this snack, or you're about to put in an order for something, I want you to think about how many pennies this is. You're about to transfer into food.
Every time you go to that vending machine.
Just to get it out your system. How many pairs of shoes, bags, how many cars have you all spent in food, entertainment? Look, I'm gonna be honest. We went to the movies last night after how many? After a year? After about a year. Matter of fact, no, it wasn't. It's about 6 months. Last time I saw my sister, we went to the movies. It was a treat from my sister. Because I'm not buying anything that's not going to add up to the things you see here. It just hurts too much. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
This is the lady that I don't. Let me share with you guys. And it's funny because I laugh about it every time we go take our little vacation. We like our little trip to AC. We go down there and we'll even take the bus with the people.
So long.
We'll take the bus down there. This lady does the gift that they give you on the bus to use. She takes that gift, and once it's done, she's ready to come back home. She has a strong philosophy. I don't lose money and I don't give money away. Now, I go down there to have fun with her and experience the day. Her experience is, okay, I made money on their $20. I'm going to take their $20 and keep it and keep mine.
So while anybody else, I'm going to just let y'all know, when I've gone to AC, we go to AC, I'm not really a big gambler.
Yes.
So what happens is that I don't gamble. What I do is I use the funds, because if you don't use it, you lose it, basically. And not only that, it's not funds. It's a coupon worth funds. You get to keep what you win. So you can either give back the money, or you can use, you can give back the value, or you can use the value. Y'all get that yet? I want you to hear how this works. You get the coupon. So I pay what is it, about $70 for a ride by Greyhound. Right. Greyhound will give back anywhere between $25 and $35 in a coupon to gamble with. You can use it on food. You can use it on whatever. So I put it into the slot machines. And I like the slots. I play slots. I put in the slot machines. I get my energy up. I'm like, okay, I get my winner energy up. And baby, I'm going to tell you, every time I win no less than $100. I've won $700 in one trip. $700. I think I reinvested re-gambled, what was it, $100? Because I kind of got caught in the frenzy. And then when I looked at the money in my hand, because I did cash out. See, I cash out. I don't sit here and keep rolling over. I don't roll it till it's bigger. I cash out every time I win until that coupon is gone. You have to make money, or you are literally working till you die. If you want services, you are spending till you die. You have to figure out how to flip finances. Y'all know what the sad part is? All them people that are in jail for drug dealing, for guns and all of that stuff. Right idea, wrong product.
Trendy.
from? Right idea, right swagger, right movement, wrong product. Now we got the right product. How many of y'all sitting on it acting like, oh, I don't know? Well, come find out. Come learn. Ask somebody.
Look, if you could take the same swag that you did when you were slinging and put it to the new hustle, which is understanding how finances work, they can't touch you. They won't jail you for knowing how to work money. They just take you for when you use the money for stuff that they consider quote unquote illegal. But
Yeah.
you had the right mentality, like she said,
That's
right mentality, wrong hustle.
not only that, you didn't know the law. You didn't understand the law. And that's okay. So you make your mistake, you get out, and you don't start that process again. You go find a new swag. You find a new jam. I'm like, I don't know how many times I've said this, but we just gotta understand. Oh, sorry, y'all. We'll make sure we get the information. We're available on Wednesdays. We open the doors to everyone Wednesdays to come on in, to come and learn, to come together as a community and answer the questions we have. We have classes, we have free sessions of informationals. We come together and we break it down. Whoever came on the last couple of weeks know that I love using, I'm live. I'm live. I literally open up a tab and we go working on stuff. We'll go on Google, we'll do the research, we ask questions and get them answered. Why? Because you got to start somewhere. You got to know that there's a problem. You know that most of y'all know that there are issues that you're having with certain things like your finances, your time, even your time. Some of you have poor time management and that's cutting into even doing anything with your finances. Most of you have an issue, and this is why I said this is Mental Wellness Monday, because I want you to be able to realize you must start with recognizing your life, seeing your life. You got to become aware of self. That's why I said Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki. We've got so many people. Dale Carnegie. I'm talking about Warren Buffett. Books. They now have them all on YouTube.
And for those of you, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You were going to say it. Go ahead.
For those of you who are visual people, they have all these books with people that you like and know. They have ones with Denzel Washington. They have one with Eric Thomas. They have ones with Warren Buffett. They're saying the same thing that they put in the book that you hear. But now you got a face, and you may pay more attention because you need to see a person.
Magic Johnson.
I'm sorry, you need to see an image.
Now, this is the beautiful part. Once you connect in community, there's nothing you can't get to. You won't miss anything now. You don't have to be there every day. You know what I'm saying? And I think people get, my schedule. My question is where do you spend your time? And what is it giving to the things you need? Are you getting from the things you're currently doing what you need? What you say you need? Come on, y'all.
You know what you need. You know what you want.
Exactly. So it's time to take a gut check, sit down and go, where am I spending my time? Where are you spending your money? That is why you believe you don't have enough, because you're doing something with it that's not giving you anything back. We're here to talk about no lazy money. No lazy money is that it doesn't get to sit in your pocket, in your bank. It doesn't get to get spent. It gets to get a job and then pay the bills.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all get that? It's a system. It's a system.
I'm gonna say this. Go ahead. I keep cutting you up, baby. I apologize.
We'll talk about that more on Wednesday when we invite you to Wednesday. So let's get that up. Okay. We do Wednesday. You guys have it here. Honey, this is not the that doesn't.
I know. I keep hitting the wrong one. I apologize.
But it has a QR code. That QR code takes you straight to the Zoom meeting.
Yep.
Do not log in. I'm gonna say this right now. Y'all stop logging in as soon as you get the link. Set it up on your calendar, please. If it's not Wednesday, it's not gonna open. I think people get very confused with that. technologically, I need you to take one step, not three at once. So when you
Mm,
get this link, okay, you can also get this on P2G Networks. Just look for the free Wednesday. Currently, it's still up. It's about to change flyer. But I want you all to, and then we have another flyer that we put up that actually has the room number and password. I want you all to recognize that you have somewhere to go. You know, it's so interesting because I was kind of browsing my some of my former partners and some of our old coaches sites and stuff
mm,
that they're putting up, and it's wonderful to see that the groups are still moving. But I also see a lot of people missing because a lot of stuff that we teach was missing from their platforms. And it's okay because we ask people, we tell people come on here and we send them right back because we send them back prepared. We send them back capable. When they come back to the platforms, they're able to use the processes. Who wants to pay for something that they never get to use? How many things have y'all put your money into and said didn't work because you didn't know what you were doing afterwards?
let's go to the gym. Let's go to the exercise equipment. It
Trading
becomes storage
classes,
pieces.
trading classes, crypto, gold. You found out after you paid your money for memberships and you're into a monthly thing that you're not a salesperson and you didn't want to be. You just needed to know how to use the product well and make it work for you.
That's
You
it.
wanted to learn about crypto, but you wanted it to actually make you money. You wanted to see it grow. You are on the wrong platform because those are advanced places. They don't have time to talk to you unless you pay them extra money. We have a membership that is all access where you get coaching and training. It's part of the growth process for all of those processes. And by the time you leave us, you're ready. We're ready to recommend you to wherever you want to go. I have no problem recommending you to advanced learning because now you're ready. I'm really excited. We just completed a 12-week program, and our students did phenomenally. They graduated in the metaverse. In a metaverse they built themselves, all from zero coding training. I don't teach code because we don't have time for that. You want to learn code, go to a coding class. You want to learn how to build a console you can sell products from and build and create NFTs and new digital financial products. Come to class. It's within your 12 weeks. It's not rocket science, and what made it easier is that we also learned to use AI properly. I know. All of those, I'll teach you AI in how many days? 30 days, right? What's the point in learning AI if you don't have a clue what to do with it? Time for us to have new conversations. So that being said, I'm really excited. We got a lot of things moving out here. Markets are seriously changing, but let's keep in mind, no matter what the market is, you've got to figure out what you want to do. We've got to start having a plan on what we're trying to get to. Now, with that, I want to give love to everybody that's in the space. We are going to acknowledge you on YouTube. We got YouTube, Twitch, a couple of YouTubes, come to think of it.
Clapper.
LinkedIn, Clapper, Facebook. We got you all
Stereo.
out there doing your thing, stereo. And in
IG.
are we on IG today? Let's see.
Did we make IG?
Hold up. We got Brother Black Casper who dropped his message.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Thomas and Miss Thomas, for this Monday. This BC Black Casper out here on the streets of Stereo and Crawford for this Monday. Another week, another Monday. I always say you made it. Somebody else has made it out here in PA.
That's right.
I hope you have a wonderful, blessed Monday.
Oh.
Hope you had a great, wonderful weekend. I'm sure you did. Sound like you went to the movies in Georgia.
Yes.
The time, yes. Every time is important. You don't get it back.
That's
So,
right.
once you lose it, then that's it. But I hope you're having a great, wonderful Monday.
Yes.
BC though, Black Casper. I'm out here rolling.
All right.
Listening.
Be
Have a great,
careful.
wonderful Monday.
I love it. We love you, brother. Be safe. That brother's he's driving truck and doing his thing. Mr. Thomas, did you need that open? Oh, Suki, he got the right one, y'all. So definitely check out this new flyer. We have the new flyer. We're going to be talking about preparation. We're talking about everything: crypto, tech skills, blockchain banking, trust, metaverse, and how this all works in business and making money, expanding your audiences, because it's now time to get that international funding in. If we don't get international money going, especially because I realize I've been trying to tell y'all, if you got crypto, you already in international finance. Your money is international. That's why it even has an opportunity to grow. It's not locked here. But if you're not in crypto, you're in fiat and you're stuck in the United States. Good luck with
Yes.
fiat is not doing so well internationally. So why would you dump all your hard-earned time and money into it by itself?
One of the first things that was said as you watched the video, in the first quarter, 244 tons of gold had been purchased by sovereign wealth funds.
That's demand. That was demand.
That was demand. That's the value. It was 196. It's up, but I want you and we alluded to it earlier. If all these central wealth funds are buying gold and solidifying their foundation, why haven't your financial advisor told you to do the same thing?
Not only that, if your bank ain't taking cash, why are you?
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Yo, they're telling you there's an extra fee for using cash.
If they're not stocking cash, why are you? I don't, I'm only laughing because it's practical sense. This is when, I hate to say I'm laughing because my mother's voice is running through my head is common sense. And when they say common sense is not common, I'm going to point y'all out. That's just common sense. You wouldn't buy something from me that I did not own. I didn't buy myself, right? How many of y'all would eat food that someone won't eat? You know what I'm saying? If the cook won't eat it,
you don't eat it.
Don't you put that in your mouth. Same thing for your life. I'm like, I don't think we get that, baby. I don't think we get that. That's family. Look, this is just practical knowledge. We're not even really going deep. We're not doing class right now. Y'all not even getting the good.
One of the things you got to really look at.
There's more.
As individuals, you have to look at where you are going to and where you came from.
Exactly.
Where you came from, does it look the same as it is today? Yeah, and I know that's a rhetorical statement, right? I'm not even confused. That is a rhetorical. It doesn't look the same. But why are you still doing the same thing if it don't look the same?
Come on now.
Why haven't you shifted from one side of the screen to the other side of the screen? Yeah. What's holding you in this spot?
Yeah, and that's the mental wellness part where you have to become aware of self. You got to become aware of self. What's holding you back? These are questions. That's one of the reasons why we even we say these things. We actually have this conversation. That's why Monday is mental wellness, because it has to start you asking the questions that get you through your week, that allow you to be enlivened.
Yeah, I really believe we like mental wellness Monday, at least for me. And I think we get to shake the tree up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we got comfortable on Saturday and Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go back to work Monday and you figure, oh, it's only Monday.
Right.
Oh, no, get alive. It's Monday.
I'm going to say that. I want you guys to be
alive.
I want you to be
alive.
Emboldened enough to ask the question of what can you make happen this week? I don't want you trudging through the whole week, which is this is your life, which is not even a week. Someone else made up the week. And
let's not go down that road.
I can't help it. Look, I got to do this. So my sister is a.
Okay, time out. I have one request.
Fine.
Do not throw out the baby with the bathwater.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what do not throw the baby out with the bathwater.
What are you talking about?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna share a joke.
Okay.
I'm sharing a joke because my sister's a huge lover of like those old times. She likes Downton Abbey. And if anyone here knows about Downton Abbey, y'all know that it's aristocratic and it talks, it lives the time in the world when you have people living in huge houses and people had all kinds of different titles. And so
Okay.
apparently the one of the characters who happens to be an elder in the family. I guess the world was shifting on, and the younger people mentioned, oh, we're going to do the week. She said something about a weekend. The elder says, "What is a weekend?" And had no joke on the face when she said, "What is a weekend?" Ask yourself, yeah, what the hell is a weekend?
Back
Who
then,
made that up?
every day was a work day.
No, actually, it wasn't. Your life was not work. Y'all get that?
It was your life.
In the existence of wealth, there is no such thing as a break from life. They just live their life every day. They build business. They are captains of industry. There is no weekend for a captain of industry. There's no week. Try to talking to a prince or princess about a weekend. There's no such thing in royalty.
True indeed. True
We
indeed.
stop living our life like royalty when the masters gave us jobs. When they decided to give us a break. You didn't get a weekend until unions showed up. Y'all get that yet?
Shoot,
Everybody get the structure.
everybody used to work 6 days.
Thank you. Y'all better learn your history because you're living into a system that was built to keep you in a position. And until you understand, we have to push away. We got to learn first what was created to create the place we are stuck. We can get unstuck and unstick ourselves. What the hell is a weekend? It's something that was created so that the masters make you believe that there's a break in your life because now you've taken on their job as your life. Ask a person what they do, they're going to tell you what job they hold and what title they have.
Absolutely.
Ask me what I do is I create digital finance. I teach digital financial literacy. That's 7 days a week. I actually prepare the world for the new economy. I have a movement, a purpose. What is yours? Can you speak from purpose when someone asks you what you do? Or will you only put yourself into your 40-hour plus and use that title to describe your value? It's time for us to come together and have conversations of different ways. I'm a coach. I will coach the life into you. And I will coach your lack out of you. But you got to be open to knowing one thing. You got to say it and own it and claim it for yourself. And until you own and claim it, you cannot have it. I'm not talking folks like, look, I don't want y'all out here talking about, I'm a this, I'm a that, and do no work. Don't get it twisted. That ain't what we talking about. This ain't no hocus pocus. This is what we call focus. It all comes together.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Understand what I'm saying? I got you. Chris, thank you so much. He said, my schedule is super tight, but I tune in. I want you to tune in and get tuned up because you got to take this into the world. You got to look and see. Brother got a store. I want you to look up and see your store a whole different way. Every person got a job. I don't care if you're listening from work right now, on your way to work. When you walk in to that place of work, I know y'all been seeing the same thing on the walls, the same way in your cubicle, wherever it is. I want you to go in and I want you to put on your Technicolor glasses and I want you to see all new colors in your space. The kind that make you feel, that give you some sort of feeling like I'm here. That says this is my spot, my domain, this little box cubicle or this desk right here, that's my domain. And when you come up in here, you in my world right now. And I'm the MVP of this spot. Because that's how I've gone to every former job I've been in since I discovered that I wasn't going to let nobody raise my blood pressure. That will kill me.
You do a good job of it.
I had to learn to own the choices I made. So if you made a choice to have a job, you made a choice to own that spot.
That position is yours.
They don't own you, baby. You don't have weekends. Go put something else on your schedule. If you need extra sleep, that's fine. But make sure you put something else into your day that builds you. So with that being said, we are running over time and we got things to do because this is life, y'all. We live in life. And I want to walk into it with all of you. We love you. We got time. Come on out. It's on Wednesdays. The link is on the site. We weren't joking.
Let's bring it back up there really quick.
I got you. I opened, you close it. We really do this, and we want to make sure we do this with you. So we invite you to our 8 p.m. on Wednesdays. Come into the Zoom. It can be an hour. Sometimes it gets pushed out a little to 2 hours, depending on how much activity is in there, because it's not a lecture. It's not a presentation. It's a conversation, and it's a workshop around whatever we're talking about. You got to show and prove, and that's in our space. That's where we do it. So let's go. Let's get on it. We'll see you soon. Love you much. Y'all, these markets are moving out here. If you know anything about what's happening, I want you to be on point with it. Know when to move. Know how to move. Ask questions. Holler.
We'll answer.
We just told you, you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, Stereo, and Clapper. So my question is where you at? Got questions? Get them answered. Don't sit on anything you don't have to, especially when someone's offering an answer. We'll see you soon. We love you much. Enjoy, babies. Peace.
Ooh. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. See you. Wake up and rise up in your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday, pay it forward Friday. We're seizing the day.